Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Crypto Tips. My name is Heidi, and today we're going to talk about the most profitable coins to stake. Now this video is going to come with a few warnings just because, of course, mo money, mo problems, right? No, but seriously, because when you're talking about things, you're throwing around words like most profitable, high return, high yield, wordage and profits, basically, it gets a lot of people's attention and it tends to make them forget about all the other things they need to take into consideration when you're adding up exactly how profitable a coin is to stake. So within this video, I'm going to give you 4 other criteria to take into consideration in addition to just that percentage that these coins are displaying that they're going to pay out to you. I think this is going to help a lot of people, especially new investors, and hopefully prevent you from making a very expensive mistake. In addition to those 4 criteria, I'm also going to list off, of course, just purely the most profitable coins just based on that APY. And also at the end of this video, I will follow up with the 5 coins that are most profitable that I am currently staking. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it. Now, the first thing you need to know, especially if you are new to this whole concept of staking your coins, you need to know that you are paid out in terms of that coin, and that payout is based on how many coins you have stored in the wallet that is designated to be staking or delegating. So you're paid out in that coin in terms of the amount of coins in the wallet. Let's say that you are going to be paid out 1 coin a day. The only thing that's going to be fluctuating here is the USD value of the coin. So let's say during a bear market, you're going to be paid about, what, 50 cents a day, and maybe during a bull market, you could be getting like $50 a day. Again, depending on the price swings of the coin, but no matter what, you are being paid in terms of that coin, whatever that USD value of that coin is. Doesn't really matter. Let's say you're getting like 1 coin a day, you will always get 1 coin a day regardless of the USD value. Again, if you are new to this concept of staking, I highly recommend you check out the videos that I am linking for you up here in the upper right-hand corner, and as well as down below in the video description. I highly recommend you check those out just to deepen your understanding of this whole concept and why you can earn a passive income this way. To determine profitability, you really need to look at much more than just that percentage that they're showing you, because there's a reason why some of these coins that offer huge APYs aren't skyrocketing onto the top of everyone's list of coins to invest in. There's a reason why, and it's more than just that percentage that they're showing. So here are those 4 criteria that you got to pay attention to. The first one being the minimum required to be able to stake or to delegate your coins. Because if this minimum is pretty high, especially in terms of your own investment limits, you're taking on a lot of risk, especially if this is a very new coin, because you are then required to invest a big chunk of what you're willing to invest totally in crypto, at all, into a very risky coin. Let's say it's a brand new coin. For example, one of the top 5 coins offering a very high yield was only launched in January of this year. So that's a very new coin, and keep in mind that the percentage that they're showing you, the APY, that is a yearly return. So this coin hasn't even been around for a year, and you're going to have to put a chunk of money into it and hold that for at least a year, not even to break even, but just to see that full percentage of profit back to you. I probably don't need to tell you this, but a year is a long time in crypto land. The second thing that you need to pay attention to is the 24-hour trading volume of the coin that you are staking. Because let's say you are holding a big chunk of this coin, let's say you've been staking it for a while, you've been accruing more and more of these coins, but that coin has actually a very low trading volume. That means that if you ever wanted to take that coin and trade it or cash it out or do whatever you want with it on an exchange, if you are a big bag holder of a coin that has a very low trading volume, you can't sell it without really affecting negatively the price. You would be putting a lot of sell pressure on that coin, on that market, and pushing the price down, ultimately causing yourself to lose money if you're trying to sell it. Number 3 that you need to pay attention to, this is especially relevant again with proof of stake coins, is the emission of coins. This is how a lot of networks have chosen to incentivize people to participate in the network, whether it's for staking or for, like, let's say providing liquidity on their platform. PancakeSwap is a famous example of this. An emission of coins means new coins are being created. Some of these projects have an unlimited supply of coins and they have a very high emission rate. Now, maybe right off the bat for the short term, that's not so much of a concern because these coins that are being minted can maybe more easily be absorbed or bought by new people investing. But it certainly should be a concern, especially if you're looking at this for a long-term perspective, a long-term coin that you'll be holding for a while. As we all know, with fiat currencies, inflation does seep in sooner or later. Speaking of PancakeSwap, I will be actually dedicating a video just to cover that one. I'll be talking about what no one is saying about PancakeSwap. It's a really trendy platform. A lot of people are making a lot of money on it, but I'll be digging into things like this. So if you're interested and you haven't yet, I suggest you hit subscribe to this channel with the bell notification so you can be notified when that video comes out. And now for the 4th criteria for you to pay attention to regarding how profitable a coin really is the fact that some of these actually have fluctuating percentages. Just because you're being displayed a certain APY at the moment that you start staking, it doesn't mean that will continue to be the case for that entire year or, you know, the entire time that you're staking. For example, I know that Ethereum 2.0 is actually designed so that the more people who are staking on the network, the lower the return is. And also with Cardano, if a particular validator becomes too saturated with stake, their rewards become degraded, and that is their incentivization model to create more decentralization of the network, which is pretty cool. But yeah, keep that in mind, is that not all of these coins are necessarily set it and forget it. Especially with Cardano, I think it's very beneficial to have a few different validators checked out, and if one starts becoming too concentrated, you can shift over to another one. If you want to know how to stake Cardano, how to choose a profitable validator for Cardano, I've done about 3 tutorials on how to stake it, how to stake ADA. So if you're interested, again, those videos are ready for you down below in the video description. So a helpful tool that I found for all things staking, looking at profitability, looking at how secure certain proof of stake networks are, I think you'll find this website to be helpful as well. If you go to stakingrewards.com and you just click on the proof of stake tab right there on the home screen, the default setting of the order that the coins are listed on, they are listed in the order of the amount of value staked on the network, the USD value of the coins that are being allocated to staking. Basically, how much value is being locked on the network. You might not know this, but proof of work is a very famous consensus model. It's the first kind of consensus mechanism that was implemented to secure a network and find consensus to validate transactions. And basically, proof of work, the more computing power that is assigned to secure the network, the more secure the network is. And also with proof of stake, similarly yet different, is that the amount of money locked up determines how secure the network is. Basically, with proof of work, the more computing power that is allocated towards securing the network means the more computing power you need if you want to overwrite it. And it's very similar with proof of stake in that the more money that is locked up on the network means you need to match that and then some to override the network. So basically for proof of stake, if you go to stakingrewards.com and you see the coin that is listed first, they are listing it as the most secure network. So if you're looking at purely just the APY of these coins, these are the top 5 on that list. And I will also tell you the number that they are listed in determining the security of that network. So first off is a cash. They offer 153% APY. They are ranked number 38 on the list of the most secure networks. Next up, we have Hydra, which is, again, 135% APY, and it's ranked number 58 on the network. basically the lower that they are ranked, the less people are willing to stake that coin. Basically, the less value is being staked on that coin. Number 3, we have DD Coin. They offer 96% APY, and they are ranked number 103 on the list. Then we have Phantom. They give you 88% APY. They are ranked number 32 on the list. And last, we have Kava, giving you 83%, and they are ranked number 43 on the list. Now again, these APY numbers can definitely fluctuate on stakingrewards.com, also based on how you're staking it. If you yourself are the validator and are running the software 24/7 on your computer, you're going to obviously have a higher yield than if you were just delegating your coins to someone else who's doing that work for you. There's commissions involved, there's fees involved with that as well. So those are like the top 5, just looking at the percentages, how much you can earn. And if you're willing to go through and look at the other criteria of those coins, if you want to stake to those, I encourage you to go through the 4 criteria that I went over earlier today. Now let's go over the top 5 most profitable coins that I personally stake. Are you ready? Here we go. First up, we have Matic. Now this one is getting about 50%, but please keep in mind that if you want to stake Matic, even though it is a layer 2 solution, the staking mechanism is what is tethered to the Ethereum blockchain, and that means that your fees will be paid in Ethereum and can be subjected to that blockchain bloat that Ethereum is now famous for, unfortunately. So that can definitely cut into the profits that you may see from staking that, so please keep that in mind. Next up, we have Polka Dot, which we are staking for. You get about 15%. I've done a few tutorials again on how to stake Polka Dot. It's actually one of those easy ones that you can stake on your ledger in a very secure way using Ledger Live. So if you want to check that out, again, guess what? That link is in the video description. Next up, we have Solana, which we're staking for about 11%. And again, if you want a tutorial on how to stake Solana, again, using your ledger, a link for that is down below as well for you. Lastly, we're also staking Cosmos, and we're getting about 9% for that one as well. And guess what? You can stake that one on Ledger Live too. So these are the coins that I'm comfortable with staking for at least the medium term, you know, at least a year, maybe a couple years. We'll see how they play out. But in my opinion, these are not very risky coins, at least for that time frame. Now, for those of you who are freaking out that I did not mention Cardano in this video, don't you worry, please calm down. The next video talking about long-term staking coins, I'm going to be covering that next, which coins I'm very happy to be holding long-term and why not stake it as well and get some kind of return as well, on top of just, you know, the price appreciation that inevitably happens with cryptocurrencies that survive long-term. Cardano will be on that list. It's really funny when I don't mention Cardano and the amount of maximalism that seeps into the comments. It's actually a huge turnoff. It's one of the things that I like the absolute least about the Cardano community. I hope you guys work on that and try not to be so emotionally triggered. If I don't mention Cardano, everyone thinks I'm an Ethereum maximalist and I'm throwing shade on Cardano. It's crazy. Anyway, that's my rant. And if you're interested in the next upcoming videos, I encourage you to hit subscribe with that like button, and we'll be coming to you again very soon. In the meantime, hope you're staying happy and healthy. I'll see you later.